Good morning. So this reading is for Monday, November 25th. And what I'm doing here is pulling a little bit about our past, our present, and our future. And if I sound a little different, it's because I got a comment and I think it's funny, but I do have Invisalign. And so I normally am wearing the retainers or the liners, whatever you want to call them, those trays. But they drive me crazy with the way I sound sometimes, and that was irritating me today. So I took them out. So all the readings that I'll be doing today, I hope I am a little bit more clear, no lisp today. Let's get two more on future energy. Nope, one more. Okay, this is really solid. The energy's coming through pretty clearly, even though Mercury station's retrograde today. I am seeing justice showing up at the bottom. This is why things are coming through clearly. There is this inner balance that you're finding that is allowing you to really start to see things more clearly. It's allowing you to really kind of cut through all that fog that has been around all of us for several months now, if not longer. Definitely, if not longer. So let me get a little bit about our past energy here. So we do have the Ace of Swords showing up, Four of Wands, and then the Six of Swords. There's something really clearly happening here in the past. You received some sort of message, whether it was an actual communication with another person or it was just this kind of inner knowing that happened when it came to a specific relationship here. So the Four of Wands is about marriage. And so it could be that you were moving away from somebody that you were married to, or it could have been that you were trying to figure things out as far as what do I need in order to have a successful relationship here? Because whatever you learned, it was definitely connected to how you relate to somebody specifically here. That kind of was a catalyst for you taking some sort of action, because that's what triggered this movement. And you're moving away from something here. So there was some sort of clarity about letting something go as it pertains to this specific relationship or expectations around a specific relationship, because I'm getting both messages pretty clearly here. When I look at the future energy here, I'm getting the Hierophant, the Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. And so it looks like there's some sort of balancing conversation that's going to take place here with this person. So Four of Wands, Hierophant. So the difference between these two energies that I'm picking up on. Four of Wands. So this is the marriage ceremony. This would be just that reason to celebrate the party that happens afterward. There are a lot of people, especially if you get married young, that are more focused on this aspect of getting married. What is the day going to look like? Making sure it's the perfect day, instead of actually focusing on the marriage itself, which is the long-term commitment with another person. This is a constant work in progress. There's nothing that is easy about this. You always have to try to find a way to make things work. And so this feels like it's part of the expectation that you were letting go in the past. There was some sort of realization, it might have been around that, what it takes to actually be involved in this type of relationship, what kind of commitment is actually needed from you, because it's not going to just sustain itself. It does require effort here. That feels like part of this current energy, is that realization, and then actually working on it, finding this kind of balance, recognizing that not every fight needs to be fought. There are some things you can just let go of. You don't need to make everything the same priority, because it's not. There's no equal weight when it comes to those types of things. And it's really about your long-term success here. So when I look at the future energy, and I'm getting the King of Cups, the Chariot, and the Nine of Cups. I mean, this is all water energy showing up. So King of Cups, it's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, Chariot, Cancer. And the reason I'm highlighting this is because there's a lot of emotional depth coming through in this future energy. King of Cups is a very emotionally mature person. This is somebody who's really thought about things, kind of incorporated their life experiences into the direction forward. That Chariot energy, a lot of success here, overcoming whatever obstacles, challenges, battles, whatever you've been through with another person. Could be a person specifically, because it does come across that way, or it could just be relationships in general. You've really kind of come through it. Better on the other side, I'm actually getting the word healthier. And with this Nine of Cups energy, I mean, this is all about you getting your wishes being fulfilled. Really it's about this. It's about keeping your eye on that long-term emotional fulfillment. That is what's helping you navigate all of this current energy. And there's something about that that you recognized in the past, that in order to make this happen, you had to start kind of behaving differently, finding some sort of balance with this other person differently. I'm going to get additional details here. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Okay, I'm actually getting a really strong sense that in the past energy, you walked away from somebody because they weren't willing to give you, or they weren't willing to match that level of commitment that you wanted in order to make it a success. They were more focused on that superficial, I'm married, but I'm not really interested in putting in the work to make it a successful marriage. You walked away from that kind of energy. You're actually encountering this new chapter has a lot more emotional depth to it. So either it is reconnecting with this person, or if you're still with the person, it's finding that deeper emotional connection, or you're going in a completely different direction. I'm not getting a clear read on that one way or the other. But what I am getting with this past energy, the Ace of Swords with the Eight of Cups, this is the clarity that you received. It was about you having to walk away from something, and I get this strong sense of expectations. The Eight of Cups moves towards the Nine of Cups, and so this is about you going after exactly what you want and recognizing that if something isn't meeting your needs, then you're not going to hold on to it. With the Four of Wands and the Strength, this did require a lot of inner strength in order to move on from a situation. The easier route would have been to just stay with the person, kind of ride it out, let things continue to go at the pace they were going, or just not create that depth that you were looking for, but you weren't really going to be happy in that relationship, at least not in that way. And so there was this need to kind of break free from it, really go in a different direction. And that's where the Six of Swords is coming in with the Ten of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. And so you kind of put a lot into this relationship. You maybe carried a lot of weight, more than your fair share here with that Ten of Wands energy, but the time came for you to really put that weight down, all those burdens and responsibilities. Time to put those down, invest in yourself, invest in your future. So let's get, okay, that's a couple of cards. We'll take them. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Okay. So clarifying the Hierophant, we have the Four of Cups with the Six of Cups. So children might be involved in this entire connection, and there might be disappointment connected to it, but it's more short-term disappointment than long-term disappointment. The short-term is, this is not a great thing to go through. Emotionally distancing yourself from somebody that you thought you would be with for a long time, if not forever, that's a very difficult thing to go through. But what's coming out on the other side of it is you being stronger, healthier, and just more aware of what you want, so you don't settle for something less than what you've had, or what you're willing to accept, or really what you want going forward. It's kind of like as you're picking up the pieces, there's something coming towards you, because I'm definitely getting a sense, this feels off in the distance. This does not feel like it's going to happen tomorrow, but there is an offer coming towards you. There is a person coming towards you, and I see this person, like if you're here, this person is way back here. They're making their way towards you. It's just going to take time, and the amount of time it takes is actually going to depend on you and the progress you make. When I look at this Two of Pentacles energy and I get the Ace of Swords, you're recognizing where the balance needs to be in your life. And so what you're doing right now is you're investing in yourself in order to make sure that you're ready for the type of relationship that you want. You might be having conversations like, if this person is still with you, you still want to work on this relationship, you're putting in the effort there, but I think you're putting in more effort when it comes to you and your approach to the entire relationship. And it just feels like you're doing a lot of work on yourself. With the Eight of Wands, I am getting the Page of Cups. This is the way that you're going to be expressing yourself. You are going to be more open, more available. The Page energy does indicate it's a newer type of energy, so this is something where you're outside of your comfort zone in the way that you're going to be presenting yourself. But this is really about you transforming into an energy where you can express yourself easier. You can be more open emotionally. Is there something about this? I don't know if you've always seen this as a weakness, or maybe it was something where maybe in the past you did wear your heart on your sleeve and it got trampled on. And so you're not so ready or willing to do that again. And now you're kind of being encouraged to go back to the way that you used to see a situation and the way that you used to view relationships, and recognize, okay, you know what? It was that one person. This isn't going to be how everybody treats me. So let me kind of get back to the way that things used to be. Let me find that nostalgia here with that Six of Cups and kind of get back to what would make me happy in a relationship and really channel that energy here. Okay. So with this King of Cups energy, male or female, it's just the energy of the card. And I say that because we have some kings, queens, knights. We have all kinds of court cards out here. But clarifying the king is the Three of Cups with the Knight of Wands. So all the actions that you're taking right now, or that you will be taking here, are connected to your happiness. That's exactly what the Three of Cups represents. So this is about spending time with family, friends, all of those relationships that really bring you a lot of joy in your life. That Knight of Wands indicates that you might be just taking action as it relates to your happiness, maybe not looking for something serious right now if that's what your situation is. I just get a sense of like building underneath the surface here, that you're just doing a lot of inner work. So even if you are in a relationship and connected to another person, you know that something needs to change within the connection. You know that there needs to be that kind of deeper, meaningful conversation. And you might be having those conversations, but you're actually not ready for that level, not yet. With the Chariot, I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles. And so, again, male or female, it's just the energy of the reading. The Queen of Pentacles is a very strong, nurturing person. This is somebody who's very grounded and practical, and a lot of success around kind of establishing this type of relationship where there is this long-term stability here, coming to the same page. What I like about the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles energy is that the King of Cups, very emotionally mature, knows his own worth and value. Queen of Pentacles understands that king's worth and value and meets it and nurtures it, doesn't try to stifle it in any way, doesn't try to snuff the other person out, doesn't try to squash them or their goals, their dreams, things like that. And the King of Cups will actually water the ground for the Queen of Pentacles. So there's a lot of mutually beneficial energy coming across with these two people, because this feels like it's the person. So when I say off into the distance, if this is a current relationship, that person's kind of on the back burner right now. That's kind of where you're front and center and this other person is really behind you. It's just, I don't know how else to describe this person in this situation, except that when there is this kind of coming together, there is a lot of mutually strong feelings and a desire to want to work on it. Yeah, here's the desire to work on it. So clarifying that Nine of Cups is the Judgment card. So making a very clear decision to go after exactly what you want. Really staying focused, high level, what is it that you're looking for, and making sure that that's the lens through which you make all those decisions. So this is the reading for Monday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.